Hi, I'm John, G4ABQ, co-founder of SDRplay, and this short video will show you how to hook up an RSP, in this case an RSP1, to a Raspberry Pi. I'm using a Raspberry Pi 3, and I'm using the Gorilla Pi Supervent case, which has a little fan. These are about £12 in the UK because it does run pretty hot, and for full SDR radio performance it's advisable to have this extra cooling. So let's talk through the process. Go to www.sdrplay.com and select Downloads. Then, under Software, click on Raspberry Pi. Under Raspberry Pi, click on RPi3 Pre-Built Image version 0.1. That will then take you to the instructions needed and guidelines to help you create your Raspberry Pi SD card image. Here's the micro card, the SD micro card, which we're now going to put into the micro SD slot at the base of the Raspberry Pi. There it goes into the slot. I've already connected keyboard and mouse to two of the USB ports. I've got my HDMI lead connected to my monitor and the power supply connected, ready to plug into the mains. This is the point where we get our RSP. I'm using an RSP1 here, and we hook it up to the Raspberry Pi. So the Type B USB plug goes in there, and the other end of the USB lead goes into another spare socket on the Raspberry Pi. So we click on Easy Play, and then you get the choice of applications to run. This may change over time depending on which version of Easy Play you've downloaded. Cubic SDR is a nice comprehensive SDR receiver software, so I think we'll go for that. Double click on there. It takes a few seconds to load the software. If for any reason it doesn't, just hit refresh. So select the SDRplay device and hit start. Now we've got the Cubic SDR window ready to start receiving. For this demo I'm just using about 10 meters of wire slung out of the window over a bush into an SO239 adapter to the SMA antenna socket of the RSP1. There we are. Actually, I've gone down to 3.7 megs to 80 meters with just this piece of wire slung out of the window, and it's picking up nicely. So there we are, the Raspberry Pi 3 with the SD image downloaded from SDRplay an RSP1, simple wire antenna, and we have a complete shortwave radio. The RSPs are capable of covering the entire radio spectrum from very low frequency all the way up to 2 gigahertz. We have focused a lot on the amateur radio community because they've been really supportive of getting us to where we are today, which has enabled us to move on to these other platforms and bring our high performance ADC technology, our built-in front-end filtering techniques to create something which can be used for anything from being just a general coverage receiver, spectrum analysis, through to a dedicated receiver wherever you need it for whatever use. And given that we've got the biggest and best SDR support community out there, you're never short of somebody to help you realise your ideas. So to find out more about the RSP family, go to www.sdrplay.com. That's www.sdrplay.com. And finally, we'll close off with just a few demos using exactly the setup you saw just now with a wire antenna, an RSP1 and a Raspberry Pi 3. We'll start with medium wave, we'll see a bit of short wave, FM broadcast, some VHF air traffic control, and wind up with a DAB demo which uses the SDRJ DAB receiver software, which we also support.
Money playback and ghazal singers from India. Jaspinder Narula, Jason Sharma, Anup Jalota, Ashok Khosla और Radhika Chopra, accompanied by top musicians from India. Ghazal Bahar, खूबसूरत बॉलीवुड गजल व शेरो शायरी से सजी एक हसीन शाम जो आपको पूरी तरह से लुत्फ अंदोज कर दे.
CQ40 from Papa Alpha Zero Victor Lima Yankee.
Prod size been added again. Look, some fantastic facts coming from this afternoon about Primal Scream and Loaded. Apparently, the record company were very anxious about releasing Loaded in America because they thought they'd be sued by Peter.
3 always 96 good day. 27 left, secret 8, Romeo Mike. Then altitude 3,000 feet, when localized established, stand on the glide path, secret 8, Romeo Mike.
Not comedy to comedy.
It's kind of got two startings, but properly really doing it was, I would